Hey. Oh, hey. Hey there, my Dorito posters. Are you staying crunchy and tasty when powder and cheese? Yeah, somebody decided, just to rev up an engine just as I start streaming. Ah. Oh yeah, I'm on Cinnabar. Of course, I'm not gonna stay on Cinnabar. Alright, everybody except Bird Up is level 100. And I actually do plan on getting somebody a little bit better than, Firo. I mean, Firo's nice and everything, but I kinda, I need a bird. I need a new bird, yeah. I need a bird that's legendary, yeah. I need to go get Zapdos. Funny enough, I haven't been over to the power plant in, like, forever, man. Alright, Mr. Psychic. Alright, now we need to go to him because... Wait, don't say a word. You want this. Okay, I got TM26 Psychic. I can lower the target special abilities. Yeah, lowering special, would be, the best thing, but, you could probably just use Amnesia. Yeah, Amnesia kind of like is 2 Calm Minds at once. Yeah, which is, kind of, crap, not gonna lie. Alright, now we're in Silphco and we're here to take down Team Rocket. Team Rocket's rockin' double trouble, try to capture Pikachu. Alright, now. Alright, everybody remember the Team Rocket motto. Alright, now, which floor was it that I need to be on? I think it was this one. Oh, please excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I won't do too many fighting of trainers, obviously, because I'm already level 100 anyway. I heard a kid was wandering around here. But you're like the first person I fought. Alright now. A Rocket wants to fight. Oh, you got only like one Pokemon. Okay, it's an Arbok. Alright, no shade on Arbok. We like Arbok. I mean, Arbok is an icon of the anime. Alright now, let's use the Alright now, I'm gonna fire my laser. Alright now. Remember, Hyper Beam is physical in this game. This takes place before, Generation 4, So all normal attacks are physical. So we're gonna get... Alright now. Alright now, I'm charging my laser. I'm firing my laser. Hyper Beam! Yeah, how do you like that? Get Hyper Beamed! Yeah! Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. Yeah, Inaman, what's up? What up, Inaman? I'm not cute. Yeah, take that, go boom. Yeah, how you like my Hyper Beam? How you like my Hyper Beam? My Hyper Beam brings all the boys and girls to the yard, yeah. Alright, yeah. My Hyper Beam is way better, my Hyper Beam is the best thing ever. Bingo! Alright, now the key card, open the door. Yeah, we got the about. Alright, now. We can go inside of everywhere. Cool, I found a TM09. Wait, what's TM09 again? Yeah, it doesn't exactly tell you what the TMs are in this game, and, Gen 1. Let's take down. No, we don't want that. Trash. Trash move, get it out of here. Yeah, get it out of here, take down his trash. Double Edge is way better. Double Edge is way better, and you don't even want to use that. In fact, ironically enough, one of the best moves for Snorlax is actually Amnesia, which I kind of got rid of. Yeah, I kind of got rid of that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I kind of might have gotten rid of that. Alright now, I swear... Alright now... Alright, I think it's one floor higher that I think what I'm looking for is one floor higher. Yeah, I won't be doing a lot of fighting. Yeah, there's no real point in doing a lot of fighting since I'm already level 100 anyway. Uh-oh, Rocket! I am the one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. Wait, Rocket Brothers? Now I feel like I have to find all the Rocket Brothers and beat them up. Alright, now Rocket wants to fight. He's gonna send out Golbat. Man, Gen 1, Golbat sprite is like real creepy, man. That is not a cute bat. No. You know, bats are not cute anyway. It doesn't look quite as good as, Swoobat or, Swoobat or, Woobat. I mean, Woobat and Swoobat are like, probably the best. Alright, Sloth, that's enough. Let's send out DeviantArt. Yeah, that's my funny meme name for Hypno. Yeah, you like that? Get alright now. Get body slammed. Alright, he's about to use his own Hypno. Alright now, I'm gonna send out the Fox. Alright now, time to send out Firefox. Alright now, we're gonna make the world alright now, we're gonna do the one thing anybody should do to Hypno. We're gonna, hit it with Flamethrower. Burn, baby, burn! Burn, burn, burn in a burning ring of fire. Burn, 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 the ring of fire. The ring of fire. Yeah, get wrecked. Get wrecked, villain. Yeah, how you like that? Get wrecked. Get wrecked, villain. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get fucking wrecked. Alright, yeah, this is the place I need to get to Earthquake TM. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for the Earthquake TM. Yeah, I'm just here to, pick up the Earthquake TM, that's all I'm here for. I'm not here to, do anything else. Alright, you're sitting on a Machoke. Oh no, look at Machoke's, Gen 1 sprite. It's got kind of cross-eyed. He's like really flexing, man. I kind of like that, sprite for Machoke. Oh yeah, it's flexing. Alright, now it's time to flex. It's time to flex on the haters. Body slam! Yeah, I'm gonna come in with a body slam. Yeah, I'm in the WWE. Remember that one time, that Snorlax was in a fighting tournament? Yeah, I believe it was like a sumo tournament too, which is like perfect for Snorlax because it weighs a ton. It weighs a ton because it eats a ton. And the grand prize was a lifetime supply of Pokemon food, and then Snorlax ate all of it. Oh no, we ran into a scientist. Enough of your silly games. Alright, Dr. Insano, prepare yourselves to be purified. Don't worry, I fought plenty of mad scientists in my day, so don't worry. At least this one doesn't have a fly head. At least this one doesn't have a fly head, so, he's significantly less terrifying. At least this one doesn't have a fly head and is not coming at me with genetically engineered chimeras. So, it should be fine. Alright, now you're sending out the coughing. Coughing. Alright, now. Alright, send out your toxic cancer cell, but that won't matter. I'm gonna make it burn. Burn, burn, burn in a burning ring of fire. Burn, burn, burn. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. No continues left. No, I didn't know that scientist was a gamer. Yes, you see, I am a mad scientist and a gamer. So naturally I am very violent. Yeah, it's sort of like Joker being an NCAP and a gamer. Joker. Oh no, Rocket. Alright, we have a force fight against Rocket. Quit messing with us, kid. No, I am here to mess with all the villains. Alright, prepare yourself, Rocket Gang. Prepare yourself, Rocket Gangster, for my Snorlax. Yeah, how you like that? You jelly of my Snorlax? Here, I'll let you taste the head. Alright, now. What? My headbutt missed? Now it's going for Tail Whip. Ow! My defense, now. Headbutt him, yeah! Coming in for the headbutt, yeah! Coming in hot with that headbutt, yeah! Oh no, he's coming at me with a Hypno. Alright now, we're gonna take out the Master of Hypnosis by using a Body Slam! Yeah! Yeah, crush him! Get crushed, Hypno! Get out of here with those Hypnos! Alright now, he's about to send out a rat! Alright now, time to send out my newest teammate! Are you ready to meet Starman? Starman, go! Alright now, let's surf and turf! Surf and turf! Yeah, how do you like my How do you like my tidal wave? I'm gonna hit you like a tidal wave. Adversary purified. Yeah, give up, fool. Give up, fool. You're no match for me. Get wrecked, Rocket. Get wrecked, Team Rocket. Alright, now. Uh-oh. My dick. Oh, no. What? My dick, what are you doing here? Rifle, what are you doing here? What kept you, Indy? Now, what are you doing here? My dick. I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. Yeah, are you here to take on Team Rocket, or you're just here to cause an inconvenience for me? I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. Wait, you don't care about Team Rockets? You're just here to, cause trouble? I'm here to cause trouble and a double. In fact, those guys were going on about preparing for trouble and making it double, but, I didn't care about that. I just, wrecked right to them. Wait, you didn't let them finish the motto? I mean, they're really, really dedicated to that. Yeah, by the way, I no longer have Blastoise. My dick wants to fight. No, he sent out Pidgeot. Now my son, level 37 Pidgeot. How you like this? I got a Snorlax. Yeah, it's like a rare Pokemon. I know, let's Hyper Beam! Hyper Beam! Yeah, how you like that? Yeah, we're starting off strong with our Hyper Beam. Yeah, how you like that? Oh, he's summoning Gyarados. He's summoning Gyarados. Ooh, he's gonna summon Gyarados. Okay, yeah, Gyarados is a very strong Pokemon, not gonna lie. It's got like 100 base attack and, 100 base, special attack in this game. Yeah, you gotta remember, this is before, there was special attack and special defense. That didn't happen until Gen 2. I know, Psychic, go! Psychic! Get wrecked, Gyarados! How you like that? Alright, my dick is about to use Growlithe. No, Growlithe. Alright now, let's take the type. Alright, now I'm gonna do what you did at the beginning of the game, Rifle, and take the type advantage. How do you like that? Alright, now Surf and Turf, go! Let's make it rain! Yeah, I'm gonna hit you like a tidal wave, yeah. I'm gonna crush you like a tidal wave, yeah. I'm gonna crush you like a tidal wave through a crowded city, yeah. Oh no, he's about to use Alakazam. Oh boy, he's going for Alakazam. Alright, he's going for Alakazam. Alright, what do we do? Alright, now switch back to Snorlax. Alright, go Snorlax. By the way, nice Alakazam. It would be a shame if anything happened to it. Body Slam, go! Yeah, how do you like that? Your brain doesn't matter against my bulk. Good thing Alakazam has crap defense. Alright, alright, now, I couldn't notice you have a Venusaur now. Good on you for finally evolving it. Oh yeah, I got a Ninetales. How you like that? I got the type advantage. How do you like that? Neener. You jelly? Alright, Flamethrower, go! Burn! Burn in a burning ring of fire. Burn. The ring of fire. Yeah, enemy defeated my dick. My dick, oh no, so you are ready for Boss Rocket. Yeah, how you like that? Get wrecked? Yeah, well, Indy, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out that Elite Four. I'll be the world's most powerful trainer. Indy, well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya. Smell you later. Smell you later, Gary motherfucking Oak. Hey there, mister. Oh, hi, you're not a rocket. You came to save us. Why, thank you. I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. Indigo Lapras, yeah. Do you want to give a nickname to Lapras? Alright, now, in honor of, the Elite Four that, is an ice member, and also, Lorelei is a type of mermaid that, enchants people, singing and, causes them to drown. Yeah, it's because all mermaids are naturally obsessed with, tragic love stories, yeah. Which, kind of makes them yandere, yeah. Yandere. Yan. Alright, now, already on my way to Alright, now, we just got one more rocket in our way. Hey, thank you for the head pat, Cinnamon. Stop right there, don't you move. Oh, you want to fight me? You want to take me on? This is how it stops. This is how it ends. If you want to get past me, well, you better try again. No matter how I stall you, you don't give up your attack. Do it just like the feeling of your sins crawling on your back. Another advert. Alright, now. Yeah, that's a coupon you stole from Pokemon Tower. Yeah, I decided to raise it instead of, harvesting its skull. Wait, don't tell about its dead mother, okay? Okay, sure, I won't tell it. You probably got it in like a rocket ball or something, so it's completely brainwashed. Yeah, that's a thing that happened in the manga. Yeah, the Team Rockets just had a, special Pokeball that could brainwash Pokemon. Yeah, it's kind of effed up, really. Oh no, he's sending out Marowak. Well, your Marowak is no match for my Master of Hypnosis and Psychic Power. Psychic Attack, go! Yeah, how do you like that? Eat my Psychic. How you like my Psychic? Yeah, Psychic has the most broken type in Gen 1, and also this is before Team Rocket would discover what Dark types are. Because Dark types didn't exist in Gen 1. Which, kind of makes, Psychic's turn broken. Yeah, I got the card key. I got the card key, so I can go inside here. Andy, so we meet again. The President and I are discussing the vital business proposition. You mean you literally raided his building, filled it with a bunch of your henchmen, and are basically threatening him to get what you want, huh? Keep your nose out of grown-up matters. No, I am or experience a world of pain. Oh, now here comes Giovanni. Alright, now Giovanni, round 2. Let's see if he learned anything. Oh, he's got a bigger team this time. Giovanni sent out Nidorino. Oh, hey, I already have a Nidoking, by the way. I already have a Nidoking. You need to evolve that? Alright, let's get on it. Let's do big damage with a body slam, yeah. By the way, I'm not cute. That's false information. I am not cute. Alright, Giovanni is about to use Kangaskhan. Alright, now, you're about to send out Kangaskhan? Alright, Alright, now, here comes Kangaskhan. Alright, now, come on out, Pinhead. Yeah, Pinhead. Alright, I have an idea. Alright now, Pinhead. X accuracy, go. Always using the guard special. Alright, Horn Drill, go! Yeah, how you like that? I'm using a glitch. Yeah, I'm using a glitch. I'm using a Horn Drill glitch. I'm gonna react. Alright now. Horn Drill glitch, go! I would evolve as Nidorino, but some kid took all the moonstones from Hot Moon. I only took like 2 of them. I'm pretty sure he knows where a couple of them are. Giovanni is like the leader of, an international crime gang. I'm sure he has money to find out more moonstones. Yeah, how you like that? I'm using the X accuracy glitch. With Horn Drill. Yeah, how do you like this? All my Horn Drills are 100% accurate because of X accuracy. How you like that, Giovanni? Get wrecked, get trapped. Yeah, I defeated Giovanni, yeah. Giovanni, look, I lost again. Yeah, and he got $4,059 Poké Dollars for winning. Yeah, give me your lunch money, nerd. Blast it all, you ruined our plans for Sylph. But Team Rocket will never fall. Andy, never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. No, they don't. Do you really need Horn Drill when you're level 100? No, but it's funny. No, but it's funny. Hello there, Mr. President of Zilfco. Thank you for saving himself. Alright, now, I will never forget you saved us from a moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Here, maybe this'll do. And he got the Master Ball, yeah! Cool, I got the Master Ball. Alright, now, let's build this popsicle stand. No need to be here anymore. Ah, shit, I probably should have taught somebody how to use Digger or something. Alright, now, I might as well leave. There's no more Team Rocket members. They're all gone. Yeah, how do you like that? Alright, I'll do the same thing to Sabrina. Wait, actually Sabrina might... Alright, Sabrina might be a little bit of a threat because she has psychic types, okay? But I can do the same thing again. I'll fucking do it again. Remember when Sabrina was evil in the Pokemon anime? And remember when Sabrina was evil in the Pokemon anime? That was quite fun, wasn't it? And then they banned that episode. They banned that episode. Which is like, boo. And then they banned that episode because we're not allowed to have anything fun. It's like, boo. That episode got banned because we're not allowed to have fun. Boo. Alright, let's turn on Indy's PC. Right now, and I will deposit, Alright, for now, I think I will... Alright, now. I mean, I don't need a keycard anymore. I will be saving all that junk for later. Oh yeah, well, I guess I don't need any Great Balls anymore. Oh, please excuse me, I'm sorry. Alright now, everybody's in tip-top shape, right? Yeah, alright, just double checking. Just making sure that everybody's, in tip-top shape so we can, totally, wreck Sabrina. Now, I won't bother with the fighting gym because, Alright, do I want to bother with the fighting gym? Yeah, I don't need to bother with that. I mean, what does it have anyway, like, I mean, what does that gym even have, really? I'm pretty sure if I keep doing this, I'll eventually get to Sabrina. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, actually. Ah, there we are. Oh well, I got to Sabrina, so that's okay. Alright, now, wanna see my infamous trick again? Alright, now, I know it's poison type, so, it's gonna have a disadvantage, but that's okay. I get a vision of your rifle. I have psychic power. I had psychic power since I was a child. I mean, weren't you like a murderous psychic with like a creepy little doll in the anime or something? Also, I believe you're a member of Team Rocket in the manga. I first learned to bend spoons with my mind. I dislike fighting, but if you wish, I will show you my powers. Alright, Serena, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to, battle Pokemon? Alright, by the way, why do you have a whip? Why does Sabrina have a whip? Alright, she's sending out Kadabra. Ooh, it's level 38. Oh no. Alright, I'm sending out Pinhead. Alright, now let's do the thing. Alright, X accuracy. Ow, he's hitting me with typing. Ow, it's gonna do lots of damage. Ow, that was a lot of damage, not gonna lie. Alright, Horn Drill, go! Yeah, you like that one-hit KO? Alright, that's right, send out your Mr. Mime, it's not gonna matter. That's right, send out your next Pokemon. Horn Drill, go! Yeah, my Horn Drills are 100% accurate. That's what X accuracy does. I would like to thank the Pokemon speedrunning community for showing me this, neat trick. Alright, now, go, Horn Drill, yeah! Yeah, Horn Drill. Look at the fun. Alright, now, I'm having lots of fun. Oh, she's sending out Alakazam. Alakazam is, probably one of the most powerful Pokemon in this game. Oh, it's like level 43, too. Alright, Horn Drill, go! Yeah, how do you like that? Get wrecked! Yeah. Indy defeated Sabrina. What? I'm shocked. How did that happen? You gave your Pokemon an X accuracy, and then all the Horn Drills started hitting. How'd that happen? Yeah, it's called a little bit of things, that are greater than psychic powers. It's called, cheating. I mean, it's called a glitch. Yeah, trust me. I have a partner. I have a friend who's another magical girl whose thing is, his thing is glitches. So I know all about glitches. You didn't work hard enough to win. Yeah, give me your money, nerd. Give me your lunch money, nerd. Cool. Just don't raise your Pokemon too much. Wait, please take this TM with you. And you receive TM46, and TM46 is Psywave. Yeah, Psywave is, alright now. Alright, no shade on Sabrina or anything, she's an awesome and iconic character because of the anime. That episode that got banned because, we can't have supernatural stuff inside of, inside of a children's cartoon in the 90s. Alright, now, I'm tossing, Psywave on the ground. Wait, did you just toss my TM on the ground? Yeah, your TM's kind of useless, not gonna lie. Wait, my TM's not useless, it just, it's just not strong, yeah. Alright, now, I will be leaving now. Yeah, how do you like that? Well, that was, very fun. Well, using that glitch was super fun and everything. Alright, what do you say we go, what do you say we go do another fun glitch, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do another nice, fun little glitch. Alright, first and foremost. Alright, First and foremost, I will put Bird Up away. Alright, now oh right, Dux is in the other box. Alright, now, do we have... Alright, now I'm taking that. Alright, taking Dux out. No, but I don't want to withdraw items. I want to change my box. Yeah, that is an annoying thing you have to do in this game, in Gen 1. Yeah, you have to change boxes to, put new Pokemon in, so... Yeah, that's kind of an annoying thing about, Gen 1. I'm not even trying to, capture all the Pokemon, but yeah, that's kind of an annoying thing you have to do. Sorry to say. By the way, where are the PP ups? I kind of want to have PP ups. Alright, now that will take care of that. Alright, now I actually don't know where the PP ups are. Alright, now more importantly, HMO2, which is Fly. We are able to teach that to Dux. Obviously, we're not going to use Dux for battle, though. Obviously, we won't be using Dux for battle, though. I just got him because, he knows how to use Cut and, also Fly. Yeah, I'm gonna be needing that to, go visit Zapdos. Alright now. No, not in a hurry. Yeah, we need to talk to this old man to activate the Missing No glitch. Yeah, for some reason this old man, is the key to, activating Missing No. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I'm sure that, other people, who've, cracked this game, who've, studied this game, extensively, way more than I have, probably know why that is. And why, an X accuracy just makes Nidoking, just hit, Horn Drill every time. Or whatever. Kind of wonder. Alright, now, first you need to weaken a target Pokemon. Yeah, of course. Alright, now. Alright, I have plenty of, Pokédolls, just in case we run into something that's, over level 100. Alright, but just to make double sure... Oh, wait, first I should probably set the item correctly. Alright, let's say we want Master Balls. 1, 2, 3... Alright, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it has to be in item slot number 6. Oh, and now we need a Surf. Yeah, I'm not too worried about running into things that are like over 100. I mean, I have Pokédolls. They basically allow you to escape battles, you know, instantaneously, which is why I got them. Yeah, that's why I got all the Pokédolls, yeah, earlier, yeah. If you're probably wondering why I bought all those, you know, at Celadon City. And why I cloned a bunch of those. It's basically just so I can run away from, you know, things that are like over level 100 in this area, and when doing this glitch alone, Alright, now we should have all our... And now I should have, you know, all the Master Balls that I could ever want. Also, I will, you know, get all these... I will also get the TMs. Alright, obviously this is not Missing No, this is just a Meowth. I'm pretty sure it's tied to whatever the last route you visited is, yeah. Also, did you know you can go if you go into the Safari Zone and then go surf on the coast of Seafoam Island, you can encounter Pokemon from the Safari Zone? Yeah, which makes them way easier to catch than, you know, actually getting them from the Safari Zone, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever understood how to do the Safari Zone, you know, actually right, I think. Yeah, it's like really, really rare Pokemon in that are like real hard to catch, you know, due to the mechanics of it. Yeah, I kind of wish, you know, they would just let you battle them like normal Pokemon. But, you know, whatever. Seems like it would have been less programming effort just to allow you to do that. Although the Safari Zone itself is, you know, very broken. In fact, I think there's a glitch that, you know, lets you go to Glitch City if you mess around with the Safari Zone. And, I don't know, there's one of those, you know, over level 100 Pokemon I was talking about. Yeah, as you can see, it's level 173. Alright, level 173, so I will use a Pokédoll to, you know, escape. I'll use one of my Pokédolls to escape. Right now, come on, come on, come on. Do I really need Horn Drill when I'm level 100, though? Probably not, but it's very funny. Alright, I will eventually... Alright, now I'm gonna catch Zapdos, you know, next. Also, I'm gonna have to feed Zapdos a whole bunch of rare candies. Alright, we're encountering a Missing No or M Black. Or whatever the M is. Yeah, for some reason, you know, Game Freak likes to pretend that, you know, Missing No was not a thing that was intended. Which is, you know, very strange. Wait, was it a thing? Yeah, I believe, you know, Game Freak's official word on, you know, Missing No is that it was totally not intended. But, you know, I'm glad, you know, I learned about it when I was a kid, yeah. Yeah, it was one of those things that was like a big playground rumor, and, you know, everybody was going on about, yo, you know how to catch Missing No? Yeah, they were also going on about Mew under the truck, too. They also told me a bunch of, you know, things that, you know, weren't true, and some of them that were untrue about, you know, Legend of Zelda. You know, Ocarina of Time. Oh, that's a Vulpix. Alright, I do like Vulpix though. I do like Ninetales. I mean Charizard, cool. Charizard, you know, very cool and everything, and of course very iconic and all that. But you know, I prefer Ninetales to it. That's kind of why, you know, I'm started off with Squirtle. Plus, you know, Squirtle plus Blastoise, you know, has the ability to basically learn Ice Beam and also Earthquake, which are basically the coverage moves. All right, now and there's Missing No, and of course it's over level 100. Oh, nice, we got away, nice. Good. Sometimes you can't get away from them. All right, I have all the TMs I need. Right now, which one was this again? Oh yeah, this is Earthquake. Alright, yeah, I do want to teach, you know, Pinhead how to use Earthquake. I do want to teach... Alright, now, obvious... Alright, I'll have to get rid of Body Slam. So obviously I want to keep Horn Drill. Yeah, Earthquake is just a very strong move. Alright, might as well teach her the Sloth as well, yeah. And have it kind of replace Headbutt. Alright, I'll just, you know, replace Headbutt with, you know, Earthquake. I mean, might as well, it will work really well against, you know, Agatha and, you know, her ghost types later. Alright, obviously this is Psychic. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Honestly, we're not gonna teach it to, DeviantArt because, he already knows it. Alright, which move should I forget? Alright, I mean, Minimize is very strong in this game, but I don't think I'll be needing it for casual playthrough. Besides, Psychic is very strong. Hey, be quiet! Quiet! Quiet, stop calling here, telemarketers! Get out of here! Get out of here! Be quiet! Stop it! Ah, I don't like that. I don't like that noise. Ah, be quiet. Quiet down. Quiet. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Alright, now I will of course need to cut over here. I could go around, I could go around using the route that, goes to the rock tunnel, but, I don't want to deal with the rock tunnel. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the rock tunnel. That's, it's very dark in there. And, you need flash to kind of see reliably. So I prefer not to do that. Alright, now, it's been a long time since I've been to the power plant, so I probably don't remember my way around, so... But I remember there's some Voltorb and Electrode that, disguise themselves as, item balls that you pick up. At least I think that's a thing in this game. Yeah, I think it's like in the power plant specifically. Right, yeah, there is one trainer over here. No, I guess they also found, guess they found a Surf HM, maybe? Oh yeah, I remember, there's, wild Pokemon in here. Yeah, I forgot to get myself some Repel, so we're gonna have to deal with that for a little bit. Oh well, that's fine, we don't need to fight them. Alright, a Carbos, that's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Oh no, and we got, more Pokemon. The power plant does, have some, nice Pokemon, and occasionally there will be Electabuzz. Occasionally there... Wait, is Electabuzz, in, Pokemon Blue? I literally took 2 steps. That's why you get repels, yeah. That's why you get the repels. It wouldn't be until later generations that, whenever you use a repel, it would ask you if you want to use another one. Right, not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I've been here, so I don't remember my way. Oh wow, that's a Magneton. I mean, yeah, I gotta remember, this is before Magneton was a Steel type, so... Yeah, yeah, there's no Steel types in this game. I would say in Gen 1, there's no such thing as Steel. There's also no such thing as Dark either, Which is kind of screwy, isn't it? Alright, here's a Voltorb. I mean, I think Electrode is probably the second best electric type you can get in this game. Probably because it's so fast, and obviously, Explosion is kind of one of the most overpowered moves in the game. Explosion kind of has defense, so its base power is actually greater than what it should be. Yeah, like, how's defense? Yeah. Not only that, Electrode is, like, super duper fast. Like, go Sonic fast. Hey, look, it's Pikachu! Hey, look, it's Pikachu! Ah, Pikachu naked! My favorite version of Pikachu is Pikachu Libre. Yeah, that's the one. That's the Pikachu, the variants with the the wrestling mask, and it knows flying press. Kind of glad in Scarlet and Violet they also kind of reference they kind of also reference surfing Pikachu as well as flying Pikachu. And of course Pikachu did get a G-Max, which I mean, Pikachu really gets everything aside, and gets everything really. I mean, I don't blame him. Pikachu is really iconic, so I can't blame him. At least in this game, you don't. At least you know one thing I will say about Pokemon is there's no such thing as turn 0 kills like in like in cassette based. So if you want to record something, if you want to catch something, it's a little bit easier in that regards. But cassette based also has a mechanic where if you're recording something, you can't KO it. I think Pokemon needs to implement something like that. Alright, and there's our target, Zapdos. Alright, here's our target, Zapdos. Alright, we gotta be careful. There's only one of these in the entire game. And we can't flub this up. We can't flub. Yeah, we absolutely 100% cannot flub. Alright, Zapdos is pretty powerful, not gonna lie. Alright, now throw the Master Ball. Yeah, we, duplicated our Master Ball, so it's fine. Besides, I'm only planning to capture a couple of things with, Master Balls anyway. Zapdos obviously being one of them. Yeah, usually when I'm playing this game, I get Articuno. Because, Articuno is probably my favorite legendary bird. This legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear from clouds while dropping enormous lightning bolts. Alright, now, how about we call... Alright now, I'm gonna name it after, a North American cryptid. Are you ready? Oh wait, there's not enough space. Whoops. Yeah, there's not enough space to put in Thunderbird, so I'll kind of do some leet spelling. Alright, Thunderbird. Yeah, Thunderbird is like a North American cryptid, yeah. Thunderbird was transferred to Bill's PC. Obviously, we can just leave. Alright, now, and then we... Whoops! There isn't anything to cut. Alright, yeah. Whoops, sorry about that. I accidentally pressed that by mistake. Alright, and obviously we're gonna want Zapdos. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been inside that power plant, so... I, have no idea where it was going in that. Luckily, it wasn't, too confusing. The map is only so big, but, Alright, I will put ducks away. And obviously, we're gonna grab you. Obviously, let's grab the Thunderbird. Alright, next order of business. Alright, how many rare candies do I have? Wait, do I have the... Alright, which team was Thunderbolt again? Team 24 or something? Alright, which team was, Thunderbolt again? I think it was 24 or something. Let's see, right, it was 24, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was I'm pretty sure that's Thunderbolt. Alright, I'll just, Yeah, I remember. Alright, good thing I remembered that was Thunderbolt. Obviously, we're gonna get that to Thunderbird, because, that's a really good skill. And then, obviously, we're gonna teach it how to fly, because we're gonna be needing that. Alright, interesting, it only has 2 moves. Alright, now, and then we just feed it with a whole bunch of rare candies. Alright, alright, now, trying to learn Thunder. Alright, it's got Thunder Shock. We'll obviously get rid of Thunder Shock. No reason to keep that move. It's not very good. I mean, it's decent. It's good at the beginning of the game where you need something, beat over Misty. Because obviously Misty is, very weak to, Obviously Misty is very weak to, Thunder. Alright, Agility. We are not using that. I'm pretty sure, Zapdos is plenty fast without that. Yeah. Besides, I'm told there's something in this game called badge boosting. I'm not really sure I understand, but, whenever you're hit with a debuff, it basically, messes with your stats, yeah. Alright, light screen. Nah, I don't want light screen. I don't need light screen. Alright, now I should have enough rare candies for this, so... Alright, we just need to get it to level 100. Alright, I apologize, I apologize for, the super riveting gameplay, I mean. If this were like a more modern Pokemon game, I could, just give them all the rare candies at once, but, the hardware back then was, very, 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 very limited compared to, what we have now. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, it's kind of going from this to, more of the modern Pokemon games. I can see a lot of things that have improved. But, I kind of wish they would go back and, do dungeons, sort of like this one and, bring back, actual evil, Pokemon villains. I mean, they don't even need to be, the Pokemon villains that, pretend to be animal rights activists or, try to take over the world or something. we can just have them be like Giovanni, yeah. Although, then again, my favorite Pokemon villains are probably, Gedison, Lusamine. Yeah, although, with them, they also have the child abuse angle, which, makes them instantly hateable. Plus, Gyarados is the only Pokemon villain that actually tried to murder you. He also tried to murder Lillian, in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Because, of course, it's Gyarados, I mean. Yeah, Gyarados is even more crazy in the manga, man. He was putting, gym leaders on crosses, man. and literally, working Pokemon to death, build this giant, Team Plasma castle. Yeah, so he's way more fucked up in the manga. Then again, who else is, more fucked up in the manga? The Elite Four, and the Kanto Elite Four. They're literally war criminals. Yeah, I'm not cute or soon, but I am a bat. Even though some of you are convinced I am a succubus, that is not true. I am not a succubus. Yeah, I see you guys on Twitter. I see you guys messing with me on Twitter. Yeah, but Foam is pretty cool. But Foam, alright. Foam is very cool. Foam is, cool. And also very talented, yeah. Alright, yeah, we're taking our Thunderbird and making it level 100. We're gonna zap everybody into submission with Thunderbolts. Yeah, we're gonna rain down Thunderbolts. Alright, now, so, no, I don't think this is the Pokemon Mansion. We need to go to the Pokemon Mansion. Yeah, because Blaine, lost his keys. Because Blaine kinda lost his keys and he probably doesn't know where they are. Yeah, very irresponsible for it. Alright, now, a strategy. Yeah, just, crush them with overwhelming force. That's, basically the strategy. Alright, from what I remember about this place... Alright, what I remember about this place is there were statues with buttons that you're supposed to press. Oh yeah, I still forgot the... Alright, now. The great thing about the Pokemon Mansion is it's full of, fire and poison Pokemon. It also, has a bunch of lore that, references Beyond Mewtwo. Oh yeah, we need to hit this. Press it? Yeah, who wouldn't? Yeah, we need to hit those buttons. Alright, now... Yeah, sound strategy, yeah. Hey, look, it's Vulpix. Well, we like Vulpix. Unfortunately, I already have Ninetales, so I'm not gonna get catching this one. Let's see, I'm pretty sure in one which... Oh wait, there's one of the lore books. Alright, let's look at it. Diary, July 5th, Goiânia, South America. Wait, South America is canon to this in the Pokemon world. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Oh, they're talking about Mew. Yeah, in case you're wondering, they're talking about Mew. Oh, cool, you found a Calcium. Alright, Foam, you know all about Calcium. You're a skeleton, right? You know all about Calcium. You don't know all about Calcium? It's, what is needed for strong, healthy bones. Alright, I'm kind of teasing Foam, aren't I? I should probably not do that. I'm not being annoying, am I? Alright, now, I probably should have brought my repels. here's a lore book. Diary. Diary, February 6th, Mew gave birth. We named a newborn Mewtwo. Wait, what? Wait a minute, Mew gave birth, wait, what? That's not the lore from the movie. We named a newborn Mewtwo. What? So, Mewtwo confirmed to be, you know, Mew's baby? No, I am not a lady of corn chips. No, I am not a lady of corn chips. Don't say that. That's fake news. That's a bunch of misinformation and lies, you know, spread by my detractors, dude. You don't want to be an end of my detractor, do you? Stop being a detractor. Free. Wait, so how do I get through this dungeon? I am not a lady of corn chips. That's not true. I'm not corn chips. No, I'm not Cool Ranch. No, it's Grimer. Ugh. Grimer and Muck aren't really that bad of Pokemon. You know, most people are gonna be like, you know, what does Muck spell backwards spell? I mean, I kind of can't blame them, really. I kind of can't blame them now. You know, Muck spelled backwards really is cum. Muck spelled backwards is yeah, cum. Oh, hey, this is open now. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh, we encountered something. No, it's another Grimer. Ugh. You remember when Ash caught Muck and, you know, used it to defeat that one, you know, super duper OP Bellsprout? Yeah, and Bellsprout decided, and Bellsprout apparently, and I remember Bellsprout in that game, you know, apparently knew how to use Mega Kick. Yeah, Bellsprout decided, you know, just to kick. No. At least the shiny form isn't off-white. No, wait. Wait. Yeah, that was like in the Kanto anime. Yeah. There was like a Bellsprout that, you know, Ash couldn't beat with, you know, any of his other Pokemon, so he decided, you know, to use Muck. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't have used the Pokédoll. Yeah, and Muck turned out to be kind of immune to basically grass types and also, you know, any physical damage directed at it. You know, because it was big, you know, dirty slime monster. I mean, to be fair, slimes in, you know, most animes are, you know, depicted as, you know, being immune to basically every sort of basically immune to all physical damage. Alright, we got a Ponyta. Alright, now, no shade on... Alright, now. You know, Ponyta just reminds me of, you know, this one, you know, Succubus VTuber I used to watch that, you know, was kind of obsessed with, you know, getting the shiny, you know, Ponyta. Yeah, because it was, like, one of her favorite Pokemon. Yeah, and they kept grinding to try and get it, and never got it, you know. And, you know, then they, you know, got that free one in, you know, Legends Arceus, and, you know, they were like, nah. They were like, nah, it's no longer special. Oh, wait, Magmar. Oh, Magmar, that's like a rare encounter. That's like a rare encounter, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't need it. Alright, I could've... Alright, now. Right, we found the max potion. Alright, I do not remember my way around, you know, this place at all. Right now. Yeah, I don't really remember my way around the Pokemon Mansion at all, so I'm probably gonna be stuck here for a while. It shouldn't be too complicated, though. Whoops! Oh, well, what do we encounter? What do we encounter? We encounter a Grimer. Well, I'll search all the... Alright, now. Alright, now, we'll just have to do a process of elimination. Oh, no, what? Alright, now. One thing I will say about modern Pokemon games is at least you can see the Pokemon on the field. I'm kind of glad they got rid of the wild encounter mechanic. It kind of makes it, you know, seem like the Pokemon are more part of the environment. Yeah, in older Pokemon games, you know, kind of before they started, you know, doing that with, before they started doing that, it's more, you know, random encounters, obviously. Diary, July 10th, we christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. Yeah, they're talking about Mew. Ooh, Mew. Mew, a name spoken only in legends. Right now, I was sure that... No, what do we got here? I don't really remember my way around this place, sorry. Get out of my way. I don't remember my way around this place, sorry. I wish there wasn't random encounters, too. Right now... Oh no, what do we got here? Ow! Ow! Please let go. Alright, please let go. Alright, please let go of my leg, please. Please let go of my leg. Stop hurting, please. Alright, please stop hurting, it's most inconvenient. Please, 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 stop hurting. Alright, now. Alright, where was the point I was supposed... Ah, please, stop with the two... I only took 2 steps! Ah. Come on now, don't get frustrated now, come on. Wake up, brain. Wake up, brain. Come on, don't glitch on me, please. Don't bug out on me, please. Don't bug out on me. Come on, schizophrenia, get out of here. Get out of my way, please. No, go away. Go away, bot. Go away, bot, don't annoy me. Don't be annoying. Don't be annoying and start spamming. Don't annoy me with spam, get out of here. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Right now, was there... Wait, was there another staircase or something? No, what do we got here? Oof. Come on now. Come on now. Alright, come on! Come on, brain! Work with me, please. Come on, work with me. Come on, don't glitch. Don't glitch on me, please. Don't glitch. Oh, no. Come on, stop glitching. Come on, stop glitching on me. Come on, stop bugging out on me. Come on now. Come on, I need you to work, please. I need you to work as intended, please. Please stay out of my way. Wait, I think I know what I have to do. Alright, I think I know what I have to do now. Come on, brain. Alright, I'm gonna have to flip the switch, though. I just wish there wasn't so many random encounters. Oh, come on. Out of my way, please. Alright, now, please get out of my way. Alright, don't start shouting out there, please. Don't start acting weird out there now. Don't start, you know, don't start making a fuck it. Don't start, you know... Please don't start shouting, please. Ah, come on. Stop. Please. Calm down. Let go of my brain. Let go of my brain. Come on, let go. Come on, let go, please. Stay off. Stay out of my way. Stay out of the way. You're in my way. Get out of the way. Don't touch. Don't touch. No touching. Stay out of my way. Don't get in my way. Get off my brain. Ah, come on, now. Stop giving me encounters every 5 steps, please. Yeah, I should have really gotten the repels. I really should have got the repels, yeah. Yeah, those are gonna be a bit of a headache. I don't know, what, this guy's an enemy trainer? Yeah, I can't get out of here. Alright, I have no choice but to fight. Alright, might as well, you know, alright, might as well use Earthquake. Come on, let go of my brain, please. Stupid schizophrenia, get out of here. Get out of here, schizophrenia, get out. Get off my brain. Stay out. Stay out of my brain. Get out. Stay out. Ah, stupid schizophrenia. Sorry about that. Which is... Oh, no, come on. Come on. No, go away. Go away, don't bother me. Stop bothering me. Oh, come on. Come on, let go. Come on, let go. Let go of my brain. Let me go, please. Alright, I don't think I've been inside that room yet. Alright, let me check in there. Let me check what's over here. Alright, I don't... Oh wait, there's a staircase there. Alright, I'll check what's over there. Yeah, I've searched everywhere, you know. Right now, just get rid of the encounter. Right, I have not been up here. Now this is new. Right now. Sure about all that. I don't know what's happening with me, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening with me, I'm sorry. I just wish the schizophrenia would just let go of my brain, you know, sometimes. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I should have definitely got repels, yeah. Oh well, we like Vulpix anyway. It's really cute and fluffy. Kinda reminds me, you know, when Brock, you know, got one. You know, from that one Pokemon breeder. Alright, now I know what I'm supposed to do here. Alright, I have to, you know, pick the right one now. Oh, please excuse me. My Mentor once lived here. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gross, I'm sorry. Alright, now, Magnemite. Oh yeah, Swagnemite. You know, the #1 member of the Illuminati. Oh, come on, get out of your ad break. No! Alright, now, critical hit on the Magnemite. Alright, Pinhead. Alright, Magneton. Yeah, you know what, I'll send out Deviant. I know, my fridge is making... Alright. Alright, let's get up and slam. Yeah, body slam him. Alright, Deviant is, you know, doing real strong. He's about to send out Voltorb, that should be pretty easy. Oh man, I do not like that cry. You know, maybe Voltorb Shin 1 cry, you know, is not very good. Oh well, the scientist has been defeated, woo, overwhelming. Alright, so is there anything over this way? Oh, just leads to an empty room. Alright, now, obviously I need to drop off here. Oh wait, did I take the right path? Alright now, alright now. Alright, we have a Vulpix in our way, but that's okay, I'll just, you know, I don't need to fight them. Wait, did I fall through the wrong one? I think I fell through the wrong one. Oh yeah, You remember the episode where, you know, Ash got that, you know, muck, yeah, I think I remember that one. I remember that one because, you know, there was a Magnemite in that one too. Yeah, Magnemite was like, and Pikachu had a cold and, you know, was charging out a little electricity and, you know, Magnemite was, like, really obsessed with it for some reason because, you know, that. Yeah, then once, you know, Pikachu got over the cold, Magnemite was like, nah. Kinda teasing that Magnemite might join her a little bit. But then again, Ash doesn't really catch Pokemon, really. Yeah, funny thing about Ash is he doesn't really catch Pokemon. You know, he should really do that a little bit. He should have did that a little bit more. You think somebody who was a Pokemon trainer would, you know, be all gung-ho about, you know, catching Pokemon? But, you know, Ash didn't really do a whole lot of that. Oh, come on. I'm literally right on the edge. I'm literally right on the edge. Leave me in peace. Leave me in peace. Oh, yeah. By the way, I like that, you know, in Gen 1, you know, Koffing's, you know, Skull and Crossbone are in the completely wrong place. Now, you know, it's kind of a funny detail. Alright, obviously this is where we're supposed to be. Alright, what is this? Carbos? Oh, whoops. Alright, we ran into something. Alright, I think we're on the right track, finally. Alright, now, sorry about that. Sorry, my schizophrenia, you know, not really nice to me, I'm sorry. I probably need to find a statue somewhere. Probably need to find a statue. Right now, if I remember correctly, it's like in... I think there's one in this room and... Oh, wait. Ah, please let... Alright now. Alright now, another Ponyta. I mean, they're showing me all sorts of, you know, cool Pokemon, but there's... Oh wait, what's this? Diary, September 1st, Mewtwo is far too powerful. We had failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Uh-oh. So, Mewtwo is kind of a bad boy. Mewtwo is kind of a little bit of a bad boy. Press it, yep. Alright, I'll just walk by you. No need to go trigger a fight. I mean, we're level 100 anyway, so I don't need to do that. How do these guys get down here? Did they fall down as well? Probably. Yeah, Koffing's brightness, you know, is completely wrong. Of course, we've all seen the anime. We know how it's... Of course, you gotta remember the Gen 1 anime was around during this time. So we all knew what Koffing was supposed to look like, but, you know... In this, you know, the Skull and Crossbone is in a completely wrong location, yeah. Although, you know, the funniest Gen 1 sprite is probably, I'm gonna have to say, you know, Tentacruel. Because it just looks like it's so done with you. It just looks like it's glaring at you, and it's like it's so done with you. You know, funny enough, you know, Tentacruel was, you know, very featured in, you know, a very banned episode of Pokemon. Yeah, you guys probably know the one. It's the infamous one where, you know... It's the infamous one where, you know, it was... Yeah, it's the infamous one where, you know, where, you know, Tentacruel was destroying buildings and all that. And, yeah. They kind of banned that because of, you know, certain events that happened. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, they kind of banned that because, you know, a certain event happened, you know, around 2001. I put the cute detectionator, and it is going off complete... No. It's clearly you're the one holding it, which means it's going off and detecting your cuteness, Cinnabon. Nice try, but I think it's detecting you because it's supposed to detect cute things, isn't it? Alright, we found TM22. Oh, we're not there for... Alright, now. What even are these TMs I'm picking up? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I aimed it at... No, yeah, right, sure, Annabelle, I believe you. I believe you. No more room for items, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I might be a little full of items. No way, that might be why. Well, I doubt I'll be needing a max potion, so... I already got a bunch of full restores, so... Yeah, I can't be a Pokemon champion without spamming a few full restores. Yeah, that's what Lance taught me. Oh, we got Blizzard, nice! Yo, we picked up Blizzard! Alright, I want to keep Blizzard. Alright, Solar Beam. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Solar Beam is useless. I think those are some odd symbols in those numbers. Yeah, that's how you know, that's how you know it's duplicated, yeah. Yeah, the out symbols are, you know, are knowing that it's are basically, that's what's happened when things get duplicated by missing, no, yeah. Not really sure what it's about, but, you know, I think it's, you know, not really sure what that's about. Anyone perhaps search this eastward of Cinnabar Island? Yep, I sure did. Yep, I did. Alright, I got the secret key. Which means I can just use an escape rope to get out here. You know, the funny thing about, you know, escape ropes is, it's kind of, you know what the most, you know what my, you know, favorite experience with the, you know, escape rope is? Have you guys ever played Pokemon X and Y? Well, basically, there's this guy who you're supposed to give, like, a level 5 or lower Pokemon to, who's, like, in, you know, one of, like, the early, you know, small towns in the game. And anyway, if you come back to him after you become Pokemon Champion, he's, like, no longer around. And, he kind of left behind a note for you to take back the Pokemon. And you want to know what's inside the trash, you know, at his house? That's right, an escape rope. And it's kind of implying that the guy might have, did something to himself, yeah. Huh. It's implying the guy might have, got right into the news. No. Maybe I better not say stuff like that, but, you know, kind of a creepy thing about Pokemon, you know? Alright now. Kind of a creepy thing about Pokemon, yeah. He escaped this dimension with the rope. Well, I mean, that's one way to, you know, that's one way to, you know, escape. That's one way to escape this dimension. I too sometimes want to escape this dimension by, you know, getting in a rope. Alright, that's not funny. That's actually sad. I'm sorry. Alright now. Yeah, I kinda need a secret key for right now. Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure I don't need the Great Balls anymore. I have Infinite Master Balls. Foam Swordsman does not approve. Wait, I won't let you escape like that. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. Thanks for ending. Oh, thank you. Alright, now, wasn't there, like, machines I was supposed to answer questions to or something? Pokemon quiz, get it right, and the door will open to the next room. Get it wrong and face a trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. Here we go. Caterpie evolves into Butterfree. No, it evolves into Metapod. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It evolves into Metapod. I mean, I guess technically it evolves into Butterfree. Alright, I guess I'm fighting a burglar, I guess. I mean, technically speaking, I guess it evolves in Butterfree, but you know... Alright, it's technically... I'm technically correct. But, you know, I guess it's supposed to not be the super technical. Alright now, I guess I'll fight this trainer then. Alright now. Alright now, not that it matters. Alright, DeviantArt, get in there. Alright now, we got a full pix. Alright now, that kind of reminds me, there was this one night, you guys remember that one Ninetales episode from the anime where, you know, Brock, you know, Ninetales basically lived for like 1,000 years, and it was kind of at this one haunted mansion that, you know, Ash and his friends went to, and, you know, I thought Brock was, you know, its master, even though, you know, its master was, like, long dead for a long, long time. Oh, speaking of Ninetales, here it is. Remember to steal his wallet. No, we're not stealing people's wallets, we're just challenging them to cockfights and for money, yeah. Burglar, I surrender. Yeah, give me your money. Give me your money, nerd. Give me your money, nerd. Give me your money, nerd. Alright, Pokemon quiz. Get it right and then get a door open to the next room. Get it wrong and face a trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. Here we go. There are 9 certified Pokemon League badges. No. Alright, nice. I got that one correct because there's 8 of them. Although, you know, in the anime, there's actually more than 8 badges because it's confirmed that you know, that's actually confirmed. Yeah, that was before, you know, there were rules and all that. Nerds. Get right and the door opens to the next room. Alright. Get wrong and face a trainer. Alright, now, I'm pretty sure... Alright, now. Poliwag evolves 3 times. No, it evolves twice. No, there's no such thing. I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as 4th evolutions. Wait, when are they... You know, what if they one day, you know, do that with Pokemon? Like, get them... Like, you know, start making them, you know, have branching evolution paths like their Digimon or something. You know, that's probably what I would do if I were making, you know, a Pokemon like. What about Mega Evolutions? I mean, I guess those technically count, but they didn't exist back in Gen 1. Alright, now. Then get it right. Here we go. Are Thunder moves effective against ground element type? No. No. In fact, they're, you know, absolutely ineffective. Alright, so we're getting all the questions. Alright. I can't believe we have to do these quizzes. Pokemon quiz, get it right. Alright, now basically the same thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, Poliwrath and Politoed don't have a Mega Evolution. But, you know, I guess you're technically correct. Here we go. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. That is correct, yeah. Yeah, they're not identical because, you know... Alright, now, here we go. Pokemon quiz. Maybe in a Pokemon dimension we haven't been to yet. Right, yeah. Although the kind of direction Pokemon's going in, I don't think it's gonna be really good anymore. Branching Evos like Eevee? I mean, I guess that's technically true, yeah. Yeah, we could probably, you know, get branching evolution past her, you know, Pokemon. Although I doubt we'll get one. I doubt we'll get ones that are like sexy waifus or, you know, made of guns. TM28 contains Tombstoner. There's no such move as Tombstoner. Wait, what if one day, you know, they actually make a move called Tombstoner? No. No, there's no such thing as Tombstoner. That's not a move! As Ace Trainer Liam would say, that's not a move! I am Blaine, the leader of Cinnabar Island. My fiery Pokemon will incinerate all challengers. Ha, you better have a burn heal! Oh, he said the meme! He said the meme! He said the meme! He said the meme! It's going to be American Region Gardevoir. Oh, the Gardevoir. Tombstoner would have to be Team 20 when they do it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can need a Gardevoir that's like made of guns. Yeah, maybe we can get a sexy waifu Pokemon that, you know, is made of gun. This is Poke Daisy response. Alright now. Alright, let's battle Blaine. Alright, time to battle Blaine. Alright, let's do our little trick. Let's do our little infamous trick. Wait a minute, Alright, where's my X accuracy? Alright, now let's use our X accuracy. Alright, I don't think agility is gonna I don't think, you know, raising your speed is gonna help. Horn Drill, go! Yeah, now that I use X accuracy, all my Horn Drills are, you know, 100% accurate. Alright, now, alright, he's using Ponyta. Remember when Blaine, you know, had a Rhyhorn? Wait, I mean Rhydon? Remember when Blaine in the anime had that Rhydon and, you know, Pikachu was like, the horn, aim for the horn! Yeah, apparently, alright. And, you know, that worked. Yeah, funny enough, you know what Rhydon's abilities is? Wanna know what one of Rhydon's abilities is? It's actually, it's Lightning Rod. So, you know, it could be immune to electric attacks. Yeah, take that, Horn Drill, go! I mean, why would you use electric types on a ground type as, anybody's guess, but, there's a lot of little kids that, play Pokemon. They probably don't know what type matchups are. I mean, I remember saying, alright now, let's just Horn Drill them all. Yeah, Horn Drill. Ash is special. Ash, give Ash some credit. He was very inexperienced back then, and it kind of showed. He was very inexperienced back in, Gen 1, and, he got most of his badges, through pity. And also because he did a lot of good deeds for everybody. Ash Adventure was a coma dream. I mean, that's probably my favorite, Pokemon adventure. That's right up there with my, headcanon about Naruto basically being, all the Genjutsu for all Sasuke, experiencing Genjutsu from his brother. Yeah, it was all done just to troll him, really. Yeah, which means that, that the massacre of, Sasuke's village didn't actually happen. No, that was all Genjutsu. Yeah, that would be, that would be, like, really funny. That would be, like, really funny if that were the case. Alright, I'll put away the TMs. Right now, I will put away all the TMs. I'm not gonna be needing those. Right now, and then I will put away... Right, might as well put away the nuggets. Alright, I'm not gonna be needing the secret key anymore. What was it was actually Genjutsu on Naruto and Sasuke? Whoa! It was actually Genjutsu on Naruto and Sasuke never existed? Wait, what? Yeah, that'd be quite the twist. I mean, I like that. That sounds like a good twist. Remember what Earl Stein, taught us. A good story has a beginning, a middle, and a twist. And the twist means that the kids actually die in the end. And the twist means the kids die in the end because they overlook something, or something else, something kind of related to their to what they overcame, happened to them. Because Earl Stein is funny like that. I will say this, at least, I will say that Earl Stein may not be the greatest, horror writer ever, but at least he didn't write very sus scenes and his Killer Clown book. Unlike Stephen King. Also, Earl Stein, did make the red balloon first. Also, Earl Stein, totally made the red balloon first. Stephen King stole it from him. That's confirmed. That's confirmed in Goosebumps in the Goosebumps movie number 2. Alright, I do not remember my way around this gym at all. Now, the great thing about getting older and playing old games that I haven't played in a while is it's like a new experience for me. Yeah, I think that might be the onset of Alzheimer's. Alright now, Earthquake, go! Yeah, let's shake, rattle, and roll. How you like that? Alright now. Ooh, I got a crit too, nice. Yeah, how you like that? Get credit on? Male cool trainer defeated. By the way, female cool trainers are much better because they're sexy sexy ladies with whips. I mean, I didn't say anything. I think it's just not remembering no important things. Oh, but I feel bad. But I should feel bad. Hey, you must be running out of steam by now. Oh no, I'm not running out of steam. In fact, I'm gonna go full steam ahead against you. Alright now, by the way, are you guys actually... By the way, have you guys ever heard about this thing called Team Rocket? The guy that runs this gym, he is part of Team Rocket. Wait, what? You mean the guy that runs this gym is part of Team Rocket? Huh, That's cool, so are we! By the way, are you a member of Team Rocket? No, I'm the guy that, stopped all Team Rocket's plans. Wait, you're the guy that stopped all Team Rocket's plans. I have to challenge you to a Pokemon battle. And then, obviously kill you. But first I need to beat you in a Pokemon battle. Yeah, those are just the rules in these types of things, right? Yeah. It's just like when the rare hunters, challenged Joey for his Red Ice Black Dragon. They could have just beaten him up and, stolen the Red Ice Black Dragon, but, they had to beat him in a children's card game first. Which they used by, basically treating an Exodia deck. Yeah, Joey, kind of faced a version, first a version of it that, you faced in Legacy of the Duelist. You guys remember the bullshit version of, Seeker's Tech and, Exodia. By the way, you want to know a funny Yu-Gi-Oh fact? Seeker is actually based on, based on the people, who writed, over Exodia cards, back in the day. In Japan. Because, it was, a big deal when, Exodia's out, Exodia's like it's like a tournament price, and we have to write over it to get it for ourselves. Yeah, that's why he made Seeker, and, basically to make fun of him. And that's why Seeker, has an Exodia deck. Yeah, true, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of funny, in retrospect. Kind of terrifying that, people, go, really, will literally fight and, hurt each other, over training, over cards with pictures on them. Not something that I, as a superhero, would, ever endorse. Yeah. Alright, now. Although I can kind of see it, although I used to be hardcore into Pokemon when I was, a little bit younger, and, I made no secret of, being kind of an ass about it. So I'm kind of one to talk, aren't I? I am the Karate King, your fate rests with me. Alright, we'll see about that. Alright, now. Yeah, by the way, did you know that, Giovanni, the guy that runs this gym, he's like the leader of Team Rocket. Wait, what? He's like the leader of Team Rocket? I had no idea. Oh, wait, what? Does that mean we're actually supporting, Team Rocket's evil operations? Yeah, they're like causing all sorts of trouble in this region. Yo, man, that's like crazy, dude. Do you think I should drop out of this gym or something? Nah, bro, I'm just gonna go challenge him to a Pokemon battle, and then he'll give up his life of crime for good. Fuzz and youth are excusable once you learn to do better. If you learn to be a better person from them. Alright, I agree with that. Okay, I understand. Yeah, understandable, yeah. I mean, we've all done things we kind of regret when we were younger, right? Alright, now he's sending out Machoke. Alright, now let's use a little do a little confusion. Yeah, how you like that? Another adversary made peer. Alright, now Black Belt has been defeated. Hoo-yah! I prefer Grave Macaw, yo. Although I prefer Grave Macaw, yeah. To karate. It's a much better fighting technique. Karate is basically the one that everybody knows from the movies, but Grave Macaw is like, this is my hideout. I plan to resurrect Team Rocket here, but you have caught me again. So be it. This time I'm not holding back. Once more you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. Grave Macaw is an Israeli martial art. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Yeah, it's an Israeli martial art, yeah. Plus, it's very focused on, kicking people in the balls. Which Inamani has definitely done quite a bit of that when she does superhero work. Yeah, it turns out it's a good way to disable people and make them, kind of collapse in pain. Alright, now I will use the next accuracy. What? You're using Fury Attack? Why do you have Fury Attack on your Rhyhorn, dude? Alright, now watch this get get the full 5 hits, by the way. Of course he got the full 5 hits, why would he not? Alright, well, it doesn't matter. Horn Drill, go! Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna use our infamous trick. We're gonna use our trick where we, horn drill everything to death. I know. Yeah, I can't believe you're landing all those horn drills. How are you beating me again? Fun fact, all martial arts get tossed in the trash in a street fight. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. That's just why, if you actually get into a real fight, you should, and you really don't have any choice. Yeah, guys, if you ever get confronted by somebody who wants to fight you, just don't. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, just don't do that. Either that or, really fight dirty. Or unless or if you really have to, you have to fight dirty. You have to fight dirty. So don't be afraid to kick people in the balls or, kick them in the knees. Oh yeah, Giovanni has Nidoqueen and Nidoking now. Oh cool, you have a Nidoking and I have a Nidoking. Alright, let's have a Nidoking off. Alright, Horn Drill, go! Yeah, how do you like that? My Nidoking is superior to your Nidoking. What, how are you landing all those Horn Drills? What is with the supernatural luck? Oh wow, yes, a level 50 Rhydon. Alright now, Horn Drill, go! How are you landing all those horn drills? Must be my lucky day. I'm definitely not taking advantage of, a glitch or something. Tai Chi isn't lame. Hit people with swords. Don't do physical Haku with them. Alright, now you have one, and that's proof. Here's the Earth Badge. Okay, thank you, Giovanni. Alright, now, and Giovanni gave me his lunch money. Totally screwed a shot at that. What? Alright, now. That's evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can enter the Pokemon League. It's my gift to your Pokemon League challenge. Cool, and Giovanni gave me a TM. TM is Fisher. It'll take out the Pokemon with just one hit. I made it when I ran the gym here too long ago. Having lost, I cannot face my underlings. Team Rocket is finished forever. I will dedicate my life to study of Pokemon. Let's meet again someday. Farewell. Oh, Giovanni is running away. I'll be on the rocket with you to Mars. Alright, now, prepare for trouble and make it double. To blight all people in every nation, to infect... to blight the world in devastation, to infect all people in every nation, to denounce the goodness of truth and love, to extend our wrath to the stars above. Team Rocket circling the world day and night. Surrender now or you'll surely lose the fight. Yeah, how you like that? That's the actual Team Rocket motto. Not the lame one that Jesse and James do. At least there's no nobly heroic man of this time. Nobly heroic man of this time. Nobly heroic man of these times. Yeah, what was that, by the way? Go back to the old motto. Go back to the old motto. Go back to the old motto, not whatever the Sun and Moon motto was. Yeah, Butch and Cassidy told me that that's the actual, that's the actual Team Rocket motto, not the lame one that, Jesse and James do. Oh, look, it's a rifle. My dick, what Indy? What a surprise to see you here. So, you're going to the Pokemon League. You collected all the badges too, that's cool. Then I'll whip you Indy as a warm-up for the Pokemon League. Team Rocket forever, they're the evil Green Lantern. They're like the evil Green Lantern Corps. You mean the Yellow Lantern Corps, right? Yeah, the Yellow Lantern Corps thing is all about fear. Hey, look, it's Pidgeot again. Alright, nice to see you're still using the Route 1 bird, I guess. Pidgeot sucks. Pidgeot sucks? Oh, no. Oh, wait, it's going for agility. Oops. Alright, Rock Slide, go! Take this, Rock Slide! Oh, Red, don't forget Red. Oh, yeah, the Red Lantern Corps is also evil. Oh, yeah, there's also the orange one, too. Also, there's the black one. Yeah. And there's also the ultraviolet, the gold. Yeah, and there's also the Sorrow Lanterns. Foam's favorite Lantern Core? Nope, not gonna change Pokemon. Send out your right arm. Yeah, I got a Rhyhorn. How you like that? I caught it in a Safari Zone. It's like super cool. You don't have one, do you? Yeah, I don't have anything as fancy as that, but I have Nidoking. Oh no, he's going Fury Attack. Oh no, and he crit too! And plus he's gonna get all 5 hits! He's gonna get all 5 hits, and he crit! And he crit! And he crits! Of course he gets all 5 hits and crits! Of course he does, why would he not? Sorrow, but it's not black and white. Emo core power activate. Yeah, the Sorrow Lanterns, it was kind of creative because, Guy Gardner and because Star Sapphire kind of cheated on some dude, Guy Gardner. Yeah, so of course it's Guy Gardner's fault. Yeah, it's creative because, because of him. Yeah, Sorrow Lantern, got created because of him. Oh yeah, there's also ultraviolet lanterns, which are basically like repressed emotions or something like that. That. All right, now that kind of reminds me of an idea I had once. It's all caused by a source of fire cooking your boyfriend. Oh, yeah, Star Sapphire cooking your boyfriend. Yeah, that's actually true, by the way. Yeah, what is it with superheroes and getting cooked? Yeah. You remember how everybody liked that Paul guy because he cooked Spider-Man? You remember how popular that guy was, and how all the fans really loved him. Yeah, like nobody. Like why are we keeping that storyline going again? Yeah, why are we making him into a Gary Stu that, can do anything and, keeping him around again? Nah. Alright, I'll just Horn Drill your Venusaur. Yeah, one-hit KO. How are you landing all those Horn Drills? I mean, I guess it's just my lucky day, I guess. Dick what? My dick what? I was just careless. Yeah, give me your lunch money, nerd. Yeah, that lifted me up. I'm ready for the Pokemon League. Indy, you need more practice. But hey, you know what? You know that. I'm out of here. Smell ya. Okay, bye-bye, Gary motherfucking Oak. As Stanley once said, whoever ends up getting cooked depends on the writer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like somebody's fetish. I'm pretty sure it's one of the writer's fetishes, maybe. That was probably my guess. Yeah, it's probably my guess. My guess is it's probably one of the writer's fetishes. It's kind of blatant. When I think about it that way, it's kind of blatantly obvious. Oh wait, there is one more thing I should probably do before I go to the Pokemon League. Yeah, aside from having a schizophrenic meltdown, when I get to, Victory Road. No. Wait, I don't need cut for Victory Road, right? Yeah, pretty sure I need strength, though. Well, some people sit in that specific hotel chair. Wait, what do you mean? Right now, do you have any max repels? Alright, I would very much like to buy, the max amount of those. Yeah, I would very much like to buy the max amount of those. Yeah, I probably should have done that for Pokemon Mansion. Then I got lost in Pokemon Mansion, was kind of, having a bit of a meltdown, but it's okay. And he doesn't know about the Cuck Chair? Oh, no. What the heck is the Cuck Chair? I don't think I want to know. Never mind. I think I don't want to know. Nah, I don't think I want to know. Yeah. Although to be fair, superhero works are To be fair, superheroes, superhero work, basically having, barely disguised fetishes is kind of, pretty par for the course for the most part, unfortunately. Wait, why do you think most people remember, remember Totally Spies, okay? It's because every other Totally Spies episode was definitely, 100% fetish bait. Which is kind of weird and creepy, not gonna lie. Kind of weird and creepy, not gonna lie, but whatever. Yeah. Cook chair, sling for a chair situated nearby and facing the bed, allowing cooker to sit. What? No. Oh no. No. Oh no. Okay, alright. That's alright. Maybe we should stop talking about that with play Pokemon. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry, children. Alright, now, cue the Pornhub theme. Oh, wow, that's incredibly sus. Alright, cue the Pornhub theme. Yeah, probably not stuff we should probably be talking about while, playing Pokemon. I'm the one that brought it up, so, that's kind of my fault. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm kind of responsible for this. Only if you have the Soul Badge. Yes, I have all the badges. Yeah, all you have to do is basically beat the game. Oh yeah, I should probably, do my own video where I, go for, the Mew glitch, yeah. Yeah, I won't be catching Mewtwo because there's really no need to do that. I mean... Alright, there are wild Pokemon inside this grass, so we need to be kind of careful about that. Oh hey, look, it's a few... Alright, our responsibility. I mean, that's true, with great power comes great responsibility, and, that means, financial responsibility, obviously. You can pass only here if you have the Volcano Badge. Alright, that's the Volcano Badge. Alright, and next one is going to be the Earth Badge. Kind of funny, going up the Victory Road and having all these checkpoints, check if we have certain badges. That's kind of something I feel like needs to be brought back in, modern Pokemon games. But again, modern Pokemon games are so sanitized, Yeah, modern Pokemon games are so... Yeah, they're just... They're very user-friendly and they're very user and beginner-friendly, don't get me wrong, but, I actually do like that about them. Because obviously, I do like that about them, so don't get me wrong on that. I do kind of miss, a little bit of challenge, though. I really feel like they should, at least give you the option to, I think they should probably give you the option to turn off, EXP share if you really want to. Yeah, one thing I will say with that is a criticism of Scarlet and Violet that I kind of do agree with is that, it's kind of very easy to kind of, over-level and basically, just steamroll everything in that game. Yeah, once you get a certain... Yeah, and things do not really level up with you in that game, even slightly like they do in certain other games. Where you can, kind of have open-world aspects to it. Like, even Adler Yumiya, has enemies that do level up with you, but, it barely comes up in, Adler Yumiya's combat is, very easy. Yeah, kind of, the bad thing about, having open-world games that also have RPG mechanics. I have battles with little trainers in it. Yeah, I kind of wish, there was more trainers to battle inside that game, too. I kind of wish there was more trainers to battle in that game, too. Alright, and we're gonna have to push boulders. Alright now. Alright, what's TM43 again? Alright, what is TM43? Sky Attack? Nah, I don't think I like Sky Attack. I mean, does anybody even use those charge moves? Does anybody even use moves that, like, wait a turn before you use them? Yeah, I don't think anybody does that. I don't think anybody ever seriously does anything like that, no. There are more trainers to battle, but there's no need to. Yeah, that is very true, yeah. I mean, you can battle other trainers if you want to, but I mean, you can battle other trainers, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but there's really just you can just over level. They do it Power Hero. You can just pretty much overpower everything. You can pretty much just steamroll through everything. Victory Road is the final test for trainers. Yeah, I know all about Victory Road. I've been here before. I'm just glad that, it doesn't require a million TMs anymore. I'm just glad, I will say one thing I like about modern Pokemon games is, getting rid of all the HMs. Yeah, they just, find ways to, not have HMs anymore. Which is definitely way better. Which is definitely way better in my opinion. Even though I'm sure there's gonna be people who are gonna disagree, but I'm like, why? Why do you want HMs? That's also like wanting, single-use TMs back after, they were permanent things. And then they, brought them back, and it was like, ugh, why? Yeah. Kenneth Copeland going, why? And Scarlet Violet had HMs? Yeah, but you didn't need to use them. And also the HMs were tied to your bike. I mean, the HMs were kind of tied to your bike anyway. Yeah, they were tied to your bike. Alright, now, where is the... Alright, now. What do you think, right, Pokemon? What do you think, Pokemon Power Shmumpet? Haha, Mystical, HM. Yeah, they're... Alright, yeah, okay, I guess I can agree with that. Okay, I guess I agree with that. Oh, the effects... Alright, the effects of my repel were off. Which means I need to go back in the menu and manually, select it again. Alright, so what's in the ball? Alright, TM17. Alright, what's TM17 again? It contains submission. No, submission is... No, submission is trash. Get it out of here. Yeah, I mean, submission is the most powerful, fighting type move in this game, but it's so trash. It's trash. Cool, I found a full heal, but I don't need that since I got full restores. Alright, so where do I go from here? I have to go all the way over there, don't I? Oh well, alright now. Alright, let's get out Alright now, get Pinhead. Yeah, by the way, I named Pinhead after a famous horror villain. Yeah, I did watch as many of the Hellraiser movies as possible basically last Halloween. I kinda like it. I kinda like the idea of Pinhead not being, completely evil, but that kinda got lost in the later movies. Yeah. But of course, Pinhead is, probably my favorite, S&M demon. Yeah, he's definitely very much he's definitely very S&M. He's very S&M, not gonna lie. Oh wait, there's an item over here. I'll just grab that real quick. Alright, Team 47. Alright, what's Team 47 again? The sequel's missing the point of earlier parts? No way. Yeah, that's especially true for horror movies. Yeah, that's really especially true for horror movies. What, sequels missing the point of the first couple films? No way, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and surprised at this development. I mean, it's like super shocking or something. It's like, no way, dude. You're telling me that's not supposed to be like that, dude. That's so wild, man. Yeah, unfortunate. The new Leo and Stitch was so bad. Yeah, my favorite thing about the new Leo and Stitch movie is that they completely missed the point of the original film. Yeah. Ohana means family, and family stays together forever. But you know, but you know, the remake is like, nah. They even got rid of Captain Gantu, who was like the actual villain of the story, and you know, made the scientist dude, you know, one-dimensional villain. And it's like, why? No. Nah. Cool, I got a guard special, but you know, that's kind of useless. It's like, why? Why? They got everything wrong. Yeah, the mad scientist dude and, you know, his sidekick were, you know, cool characters and, you know, the original. And they fucked it up. Yeah, they like, you know, really boned it. Yeah, I wish to challenge you Elite Four, yeah. That's what I'm kind of working on towards here. But, you know, you'll forgive me, it's been a while since I've been to Victory Road, so I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go, so... No family, no research, sounds like a whole theme of the movie and beat dumb at the same time. I'll have to call for marine biology and dish to marine biology state. Yeah, I mean, just leave your little sister, you know, with a neighbor. But you know, it's okay because they have just leave your sister with her neighbor while you go off to college, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah. I don't like any of the remakes. They're never as good as the original. Not gonna lie, none of the Disney remakes are as good as the original. Not gonna lie. I always knew they were bad ever since you know, the Mulan remake and you know what happened with that. Yeah, let's just say that, you know, the shady business behind the Mulan movie was like, ugh, what? It was like, ugh. Yeah, some of it was like straight up evil. No, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that now. I mean, first they tried to make all the Disney villains, you know, sympathetic, even though that doesn't really work for Maleficent. Even though I think it's kind of, I kind of think that doesn't. I mean, but when it was with Maleficent, it was like whatever. But then they did it with Cruella de Vil, and I was like, why? Why are you doing it with Cruella de Vil? She, you know, very infamously very evil. She is very infamously very evil and supposed to be very evil. Wait, that was real? I thought people were memeing and trolling. Yeah, you thought people would meme and troll. I really don't remember my way around this place, sorry. You thought people would be memeing and trolling, but nope. Yeah, they really messed up. Oh no, there are effects up. Alright, now. Right, I don't remember my way around Victory Road, you know, whatsoever. Yeah, I think it would be. Oh yeah, I think I'm supposed to come over here. Oh wait, what's this? Oh wait, I think I was supposed to come over here. Alright, I think I need to push that boulder down that hole. Wait, I should probably fall down the hole too. Alright, so where's the button for this? Oh, it's right over there, huh? Alright, might as well get that right on over there. How do you mess up Lilo and Stitch? Nope, the level of fuck up for Lilo and Stitch is the kind of shit that people get fired over. I mean, they really screwed the pooch on that. I mean, the Snow White movie was very, very bad. And then, yeah, the Snow White movie I still think is worse than Lilo and Stitch. But at least, you know, everybody except for Disney's executives, you know, knew that, you know, Snow White was gonna be bad. Like, everybody and their mom knew that. Alright, we're finally out of Victory Road. Alright, sorry, it took me a little bit longer than I should have. I didn't remember my way around. But, you know, good thing, you know... Why is there a maze of statues around here? I don't know. Oh well, never mind. Oh, what? Seriously? Alright. Guess I probably should have took the first path. Alright, well. Seriously, the college should alone. Look like what kind of lottery do you need to screw that up? Yeah, Disney used to touch hearts, but now they touch your... Yeah, I don't think I'll be needing many more repels. Alright, we're finally at the Pokemon Lake. Alright, we're finally at the Pokemon Lake and not a moment too soon. Not having Anto was bullshit. It's like having a Hulk and Avengers movie and they make a goddamn Desiluren and for no damn reason we can have a 50-foot Sharkman and anybody who wants... What are you? Yeah. Can't, I'm on vacation now. Alright now, let's go check on the Pokemon League. Alright now, for Lorelei, I think I want to start off with Zapdos. Alright, I'm gonna save my cool trick with I'm gonna save my cool trick, you know, with Nidoking. Alright, I'm just gonna use Zapdos for Lorelei. You don't remember anything about a 30-year-old game, Indy? You're somewhat human? Yes, I swear that Indamati, you know, is partly human. I swear, you know, Indamati is partly human. It's just that it's been a rather long time since that, you know, I played, you know, Pokemon Red and Blue, so I deeply apologize, okay? Dated Ultron, shut the fuck up, yeah. Alright, I guess I'll just use Thunderbolt. I'll just use the old reliable Thunderbolt to blow them up. Luckily, Dugong can be really annoying if it, you know, does rest. You know, funny enough, Dugong can soft-lock you. Alright, now here comes the Cloyster. Alright, Cloyster is another water type, so it's gonna get Thunderbolted. Don't apologize for getting oh, thank you. Alright, thanks, Cinnabon. Yeah, you're probably just giving me a little bit of a hard time. Oh no, she's going Slowbro. Alright, Slowbro is actually a pretty good Pokemon in this game. Not gonna lie. But that's because it's Psychic type. And Psychic type in this game is you know, beyond broken. Yeah, they're so broken that they had to introduce, you know, Steel and Dark basically to bounce it. Sort of like how they had to introduce Fairy type, you know, bounce, you know, sort of like how they had to introduce, They had to introduce Fairy to bounce Dragon, because, you know, Dragon was, like, super OP, you know, in Gen 5. You know, with Hydreigon and Haxorus. That sad thing about Haxorus is he kind of fell off. I forgot the thing all the time I refer to them as not important, or I would have remembered. Oh yeah, okay, that's a good meme, I like that. Alright, I appreciate that explanation. Alright, she's about to use Lapras. Alright now, time to send out my Thunderbird. I did mention I made this up by something, you know, North American cryptid, right? At least some people consider, you know, Thunderbird to be a cryptid. I mean, to be fair, big cryptids are kind of in the same lane, are kind of the same thing as, you know, fairies and, you know, yokai, right? In fact, you know, I'm pretty sure in ancient Greek times people were looking for things like lamias or whatever else, you know, mythical creatures there were. And, you know, saying they were totally real and whatnot. Alright, I'm gonna switch to DeviantArt. Alright, I'm gonna be switching to DeviantArt for, you know, Agatha and Bruno. Obviously, because, you know, DeviantArt is very good. You know, Charmander has such a hard time with Brock that, you know, in Pokemon, first Pokemon Gen 1 remake, they, you know, gave, you know, Charmander the ability to use Metal Claw. And, using Emperor is actually better. And using Emperor is still strictly better. Despite the type advantage, despite that. You know, simply because it gets stabbed and, you know, Onix and, you know, Geodude have, like, really high physical defense. Alright, I will use Confusion. No need to really use anything else, really. Alright, he's about to use Hitmonchan. My favorite thing about Hitmonchan in this game is it kind of sucks because all the because Thunder Punch and Ice Punch and Fire Punch are special moves. Which Hitmonchan does not really have a lot of in this game. Good thing Hitmonchan did improve later on though. Somewhat. Yeah, Hitmonlee has like really low physical defense from what I remember, so I'm gonna body slam him. Alright. Yeah, I remember Hitmonlee still has a defensive, tissue paper, but most people just use it for Indir strats anyway. Most people just use it for Indir anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, one of the berries that, boost speed, or one of them berries that boost speed and, going Indir. And then basically just spamming reversal. That's all you really do with Hitmonlee, really. Whenever you actually use it. Now I'm ordering my dog's expensive dog treats because she eats a bag of them every 3 days or $28 a bag. Whoa, man, that's like... Eats a bag of them every 3 days, wolf. Yeah, that's very expensive, yo. Sounds like your dog is nice and happy. What? How could I lose? Sorry, Bruno. The war crime. Alright now, you guys aren't gonna... Alright now, the Elite Four won't be committing any more war crimes. Oh, by the way, here's Agatha, the ghost type, Elite Four, who... In a game that only has, one line of ghost types. I wonder what kind of ghost type she's gonna have, yeah. Alright, now, and she's like disparaging Professor Oak and being like, Professor Oak's not a real trainer because, he only, studies Pokemon, and doesn't use them for fighting. Doesn't he know that our entire society is built around legal cockfighting? What should be fair, yes it is. Alright, we got to eliminate Gengar with, its weakness to what's poison weakness. Yeah. Alright, now she's sending out Golbat. Wait a minute, Golbat isn't a ghost type. I mean, there's only Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar in this game. We're kind of pressed for, ghost types. Man, you could have totally had other ghost types, Gen 1. They were intending, to have more than 151 Pokemon, in Gen 1. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure missing No is said to be, tied to that or something. Alright, let's get rid of the Haunter. My favorite thing about Haunter is it has a big, nice, friendly smile, just like the Joker. And just like the Joker, there's no warmth behind it. Isn't it just wonderful? Hey, look, it's Arbok. My favorite thing about Arbok is, it sounds like what a pirate would use. Golbat knows a ghost type move, at least. Not in this game. Not in this game, it doesn't. There's only Lick and Confused Ray and Nightshade. Wait, actually, Ghost Shade... wait, isn't Confused Ray ghost type? I mean, yeah, that's a status move, though. I guess that kind of counts, I guess. Alright, I guess that, Confused Ray does count. No, we have an ad break going on, no. Alright, I beat Agatha. No, we have an ad break going on, no. Oh, you're something special, my child. Yeah, take that, get wrecked. I see what the old Duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. Alright, now let's switch. Alright, now switch to Starmie. Your doggo. Alright. Alright, now let me see. Alright, let's see. Your dog. Alright, now. Wait, you're saying dogs are allergic to corn chips? Sometimes I save money and feed my Vader human Jack. Alright, now. No. Alright, now, Alright, now, I'm pretty sure Ice Beam can, swoop this guy. I mean, alright, now, wait, doesn't he have a Gyarados or something? Yeah, Lance, the Dragon-type trainer, doesn't have too many dragons either. Alright, dragons are pretty much, one of the most powerful types, or pretty much a powerful type, basically any gen, really. Even when they introduced, fairy types, dragons were still pretty powerful. And then they introduced better fairies. I don't know, he's sending out, alright, he's sending out Gyarados. Alright, I might as well use Psychic, I guess. Alright, hopefully that's enough to kill. Alright, there we go. Gyarados defeated. Alright, Lance is about to use Dragonair. Alright, at least his big threat is gone. Alright, time to spam Ice Beam! Yeah, eat my Ice Beam! Yeah, all your dragons are weak to ice! Yeah, how do you like that? Yeah, I know the weaknesses of dragons. Yeah, too bad there's no fairy type in this game. Wait, what do you mean? Clefairy's a fairy type? What are you talking about? There's no such thing as fairy types in Gen 1. Yeah, your tongue is really spoiled, huh? Well, that's great. Right now, he's sending out Aerodactyl now. This is a rock and flying type, so I'm gonna use Surf. Alright, now let's Surf on him. Yeah, how do you like it? Let's make it rain. Alright, rain, go away. Come back some other day. Alright, now, Adversary, Purified. Alright, Lance is about to use his Dragonite. Alright, remember when Lance had those, fully evolved but somehow under-leveled Dragonites? Yeah, and he had like 3 of them in, Pokemon Gen 2. Yeah, good times. Yeah, we love ourselves. We love Lance, the dirty action replayer. Yeah, Lance's list of crimes, not only involve, being a war criminal, but also using action replay. I guess he stole the technology from Team Rocket to, evolve his Pokemon by force. Yeah, that's why he wanted to join us in fighting Team Rocket. Yeah, that way he could commit war crimes. That way he could commit war crimes. Alright, now let's go fight Gary motherfucking Oak. My dick, hey, I was looking forward to seeing you, Andy. My rifle should be strong to keep me sure. While working on the Pokedex, I looked all over for powerful Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion, baby. Andy, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I am the most powerful Pokemon trainer in the world. Wait till you learn about what other regions are. Wait a minute, you mean there's other regions? Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of them. Wait, the professor never mentioned anything like that. Wait, the professor didn't mention anything about that. What do you mean there's other regions? Yeah, you should probably learn about Leon. Wait, who the heck is Leon? Yeah, he has a Charizard, and he is invincible and has a Charizard. And also, there's also this one. Also, wait till you learn about Cynthia. Wait, who the heck is Cynthia? So Ash and Red are alternate reality versions of each other. Hard to disagree. Red is like, the hyper-competent version of Ash. If that's the case. Alright, my dick is about to use Alakazam. Alright, he's gonna go for Alakazam. Alright, now time to send out Pinhead. Pinhead. Don. Pinhead. Alright, now let's use X accuracy. No, he still has Psybeam? Why don't you have Psychic, dude? Alright, now, it's super effective. No, what? I became confused from that. No, I call bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit. Take that. Alright, it doesn't matter. I can still win it. Alright, doesn't matter. I can still win. Alright, Pinhead's confused. Alright, Pinhead use Horn Drill. Man covered in needles. No, dude, no. Alright, Pinhead, alright, Pinhead's winning. Alright, as long as Pinhead can win the fight, it should be okay. As long as Gyarados isn't. No, I'm still confused. No, I hurt myself with my confusion now. Now he's using Hydro Pump. No! This is gonna sting real hard. Oh no. Alright, that's a little dangerous. Alright, I have a plan. I have a plan, don't worry. Don't worry, you can't be a Pokemon League champion without spamming a few full restores. Now I gotta spam full resource. Alright, now. Alright, I'm confused no more, so that's okay. Alright, now we can win this. Alright, now, one shot, one hit KO. Covered in needles, no way, dude. Alright, he's about to send out Arcanine. Alright, now, I'm gonna send out my Arcanine. Alright, now, Horn Drill. Yeah, how do you like that? How are you landing all these Horn Drills? Yeah, you must be, like, really lucky, dude. No, that I am, yeah, it must be my lucky day. Oh yeah, here comes Venusaur. Alright, Horn Drill, go! Yeah, this glitch is, very fun. Alright, now take that. I win again. Take that. Indy defeated my dick. No, it can't be. I beat my best. After all the work to become the League champ, my reign is over already. It's not fair. Give me your lunch money, nerd. Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it, you're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it. Alright, now here comes Professor Oak. Oh, Kindy. Hi, Professor Oak. Wait, Grandpa, do you remember my name now? You know my name's not my dick, right? Oh, so congratulations. Grandpa, can't you just say my name is Gary or Blue or whatever? You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown so much since you first left with Squirtle. Andy, you have come of age. Oh, my dick! I'm disappointed. What, Grandpa? Why are you disappointed in me? I came when you heard you beat the Elite Four, but when I got here, you had already lost. Hey, Grandpa, it's not fair. I can win it again. I swear, I'll just have to beat Red. My dick, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with trust and love. Yeah, that's the reason why you're disappointment and you suck. Yeah, without them, you'll never become a champ again. No, Professor Oak being really mean to his grandson. First he forgot his name, and let us name him My Dick, and now he's being, very disparaging after he lost the Pokemon Championship title. Professor Oak is kind of a dick in this game, really. Not gonna lie. Oh, congratulations, Andy. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Andy, you have endeavored hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations, you and your Pokemon are in the Hall of Famers. Alright, now. Yeah, I got Starman. I named him after the Airspine villain. Yeah, how do you like that? I got Starmie. Yeah, I didn't use my starter, by the way. Yo, Sloth! We love Sloth. Yeah, we got Battery Jesus. Yeah, another Twitch Plays Pokemon reference. And we got Ninetales. Yeah, Firefox. Yeah, the best web browser. Google Chrome can suck it, by the way. Yeah, once you start, basically making ads for us. Hey, we got Tiefenert. Yeah, Hypno is still popular with, certain artists. And we got Pinhead, the hero of the tale. Pinhead, do I look like somebody who cares what God thinks? Yeah, Pokedex rating. Good, you're trying hard to get an item finder from my aid. Yeah, I'm not worried about, catching Pokemon in this game. I mean, there's only 151 Pokemon, right? Surely they won't make any more after that, right? Wait till you learn about the other regions. Wait, what? There's other regions? Oh, what are you talking about? Yes, and each of them has their own distinct Pokemon. And there's also regional forms of Mega Evolutions and, branching evolution paths. And also, some of them, have very wild, methods of evolving them. Like, you know how to evolve this one, Pokemon that's known as Yamask, that's like in the Galar region? The particular, Galarian, Yamask, yeah. You know how to evolve that one? First, you have to get its HP down to exactly 49 or lower, and then you have to take it under this one, rock that, that is somewhere out in Galar, and then you have to walk under it? Yeah, somehow that's not even the craziest evolution in Pokemon. By the way, have you ever seen this one white version of Basculegion that's like from the ancient past? You have to level it up at a certain level, and have it recoil itself, a whole bunch without KOing it, of course. And then you have to have it level up, and that's how you evolve it. Well, why can't you? The evolution methods for some Pokemon are getting a little crazier a little crazy. I'm kind of there for that, though. Yeah, and you also know there's this one squid that, you have to turn your console upside down to evolve? Wait, you have to turn your console upside down to evolve it? Yeah. What? Oh yeah, wait till you learn about all the evolution methods that Feebas can go through. Such as the beauty stat, giving it haircuts, or, giving it prism scales. That are... It kind of changes depending on if there's... Kind of change... Alright, now. Yeah, I guess we beat the game. Alright, Alright, now, I beat the game. Oh, right, yeah. Alright, now, alright, I better gonna go for... Alright, now, alright, come on. Alright, calm down. Alright, now. Oh, I know, just your right, are you ready? And speaking of evolution, Pat Robertson is dead? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we don't like Pat Robertson anyway. Alright, now, whoops. Alright, Raid, Farah, the Bat. Alright, now. Alright, pretty sure. Alright, now. Alright, this is a new person I learned about, from Maria Putting Away. Yeah, coincidentally, they also like to play a lot of RPGs. Alright, now, I don't know what they're playing, so... We're gonna check that out, yeah. Alright, now, Moonbat Raid. Moonbat Raid, there we go. See you later. Goodbye. Remember, fly like a bat and shine like the moon, for weirder stuff dreams are made of. Bye.